Welcome, I'm Duranda with Foods 101. Today I'm going to show you how to make a fresh peach raspberry pie. The combination of these two fruits absolutely are fantastic together. The flavors this time of the year in the peaches and the raspberries are absolutely delicious. Now this is about 6 large peaches that I've rinsed, I've peeled, I've pitted and cut into cubes. You're going to also need 1.5 cups of sugar, 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of butter. This is cold butter that I've cubed, and I'm going to add it to the pie top later, and I'll show you how to do that. I've got 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. Use fresh, it's best. A pinch of salt, which is about 1/8 teaspoon, and 6 ounces of red raspberries. This is about 1.5 cups of red raspberries. Now you're also going to need a 9-inch unbaked pie crust that I've made here, and I've also made a topping that we're going to use to this pie. It's going to be Lattice that we're also making for pie crust. And if you don't know how to make homemade pie crust, check out my YouTube link below on how to make the perfect homemade pie crust. Alright, now let's get this started. First, we're going to add the raspberries with the peaches, and then in a smaller bowl we're going to add the sugar, and we're going to add the flour and the nutmeg, whoops, stuck down in there, and a little bit of salt. Now with a whisk we're going to incorporate these ingredients very well together, just like this. Now we can set this off to the side for a minute, and we're going to drizzle our peaches and red raspberries with a little fresh lemon juice. And using a fork, you're going to give this a lovely little tossing. Now be careful, just slide your fork down the sides of your bowl here. That way you're not going to be jabbing your peaches and they're not going to be getting stuck on your fork. Okay, that looks absolutely fantastic. And now we're going to add the dry ingredients over the peaches and raspberries. And I could have used a larger bowl to toss this, and we're just going to slowly, see, I'm getting those peaches caught, so you want to take the edge of your fork and put it up against the bowl and then go down and pull it up. And we're just going to slowly incorporate this until it's just until the flour and the sugar has just coated the raspberries and the peaches, as you can see there. Now it'll tumble down into the bottom, but you still want to just keep tossing until you get them very well incorporated, just like that. And then your peaches and raspberries are going to release this natural fruit juices, and it's just going to make its own sauce as it bakes in its pie crust. Alright, now next we're going to bring over, alright, and here's our pie crust, and we're going to gently add the peach and raspberries in here. Okay, and if you see a little sugar or flour, no big deal, it'll just bake in with the fruit. And at this time you want your oven preheating, because we're going to bake the pie for 10 minutes on 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and then we're going to reduce the heat and we're going to bake it on 350 for the next 45 minutes. I definitely want to get all those delicious flavors out of there. Don't leave any of it behind in the bowl. So that's when your lovely handy dandy spatula comes in to play. And now for our cube butter, I'm just taking little pieces of butter and I'm going to add it to the top around the pie here. So again, as the pie bakes, this butter is just going to seep down inside of the pie and make it nice and really, you get a little hint of butter, but not much, just enough to make this pie very rich and decadent indeed. And add strips of the pie crust across like this. Okay, and then I'm going to add the other one across like this. Now if you want to go every other, if you want to go under your pie crust like this, you may, like over, under, over, and under. And then when you get to the ends, take some water, just like this, and you're going to place your pie dough underneath the shell, right here, like that. And remember, you definitely want to keep your pie crust covered because it can dry out, and so that's the problem I'm having right now with this one. Alright, and keep doing this till you get it all tucked in. Now this is going to bake in the oven on 450 degrees Fahrenheit for the first 10 minutes. Then you reduce your heat to 350 degrees and you bake for the next 45 minutes. Here it is, that perfectly baked peach red raspberry pie. And look at it. Ooh, look at that raspberry bubbling away with the peaches. Ooh, and they're just oozing over the edge there. Alright, I'm going to let this cool for about 3 hours. I'll cut into it and tell you what it tastes like. That first piece of pie is always the most difficult to get out. But looky there. Oh yes, those peaches and raspberries, and woo! That's a big piece. I want to come over here and show you what it looks like on the inside. Now, if I would let that cool about 2 or 3 more hours, it wouldn't be oozing in the middle like that. It'd be like holding firm like it is there on the sides. But it's still just a little warm in the middle. And who doesn't like warm pie? Give me thumbs up for warm pie. Alright, gotta give this a try. Got a raspberry. Ooh, yummy. Got a peach, and that crust is gonna be so nice and tender. Looky there. Here we go. Oh, mercy. The first flavor I got was that raspberry. And those peaches and that crusty flake. Hey, make your own pie crust. Believe me, your taste buds will thank you for it, and so will your pocketbook. Hey y'all, this is a winning pie for the summer. Give me thumbs up, leave me a comment. I'm Dorana with Foods 101, and I'll catch you next time.